what's going on? If you see my eyes cheating on you, you know it's because we still got golf on. Let me just lead with this, all right? Cam Young, old luck-sacking piece of shit through the first days. 30% owned at Showdown today. And people are going to look me in the eyes and tell me that there's no edge at round 3 Showdown. Polly, tell them. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Cam Young, you guys watching? I'm going to play Cam Young at 30% owned when he's luck-sacking his balls off for 2 days. How's that working out for you today, big guy? And he still might win, but he was a terrible play at Showdown today. 30% on Cam Young is always a terrible play. What's up, new guy? I'm the Degenerate 75. I am a PGA DFS content creator who likes to drink ranch water right here and get a little saucy on my streams and help you get a little bit better at PGA DFS, because if you don't know, this shit be tough. Tonight we'll be talking all things round 4 Showdown, because you're here for the Showdown Hoedowns. Of course, we break down Showdown. But don't forget, I also do a course preview show on Mondays. The live stream every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, Lord's time zone. And no, I'm not changing when they go over to Britain. I don't bloody care, you wankers. If you are new to the channel, I encourage you, leave a comment in the description. Let me know you're new. If you like the show, if you don't like it, well then fucking click off. All right. So let's get going. So much to do, so little time. I'm still going to be watching golf. I'm not going to lie. There's going to be some live broadcasting mixed in here. We got the troll right now, Brennan Todd, on the 16th. If you're into pick'ems, if you like to do pick'ems over at Underdog, I will give you some thoughts on what I think tomorrow, and it's probably not going to be what you think. I will also be giving away some tickets to play with me tomorrow in the main Showdown event, which I believe is $50,000 up top. So make sure to get a question in the chat. You'll be live for that. Tonight, it is sponsored by Not a Poor. That is me, because I'm not a poor, and I don't mind giving away my time and my money for all you that are here. There'll probably be a good 100, 200 of you here soon. So without further ado, here we go. JT Poston's got a birdie look on 18. I got him in some good Showdown lineups. Wouldn't mind seeing this guy roll it in. Stay up. Yeah, JT, rolling it in. Let's have a drink for JT. All right. JT Poston. Started out hot, then went to shit, and apparently finished hot. Let's go, old JT Poston. Guy's really rolling the rock. His ball striking sucks, but he's rolling it. Let's talk a little bit about the course today. Shockingly, if you just watch this with your eyes, you wouldn't think that this has been the easiest day by far, now would you, right? I mean, noticeably easier than the first 2 days, right? It just keeps getting about 0.8 of a stroke easier every day. Played almost 2.5 under par, which I did project today would be the easiest day. But at the same time, there's been fewer like nut rounds today than we've seen the first couple days. Only one person, I believe, has went better than -6, right? Only Alex Smalley shot a true nuts round today. Yes, there's been a lot of good rounds and very few people shitting the bed. But it's just surprising that that it's 2.5 under par. It doesn't seem like that, right? It seems like they're getting a little bit more tricked up today. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. It doesn't seem like the flag placements are too tough. The greens don't seem any faster. I can't peg it. I don't know. Maybe it says there's no wind out there, but I see the little flag moving, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see. Got Adam Shank lining up a long one. So the course did play easy today, right? And there wasn't much of a wave edge because they went out in threes. If you want to know why they went out in threes, I have no fucking idea. There's no weather. It's beautiful there. There was no sense in going out in threes. If you don't know, when they go out in threes, it sucks for us at Showdown because it puts everybody out on the course at the exact same time. Whereas when they go off in twos over a 7-hour window, we got people going out on the course when it's basically 2 different courses. The course in the morning plays much different than the course in the afternoon, and when you know that there's this big difference, that can make a huge difference. Chris Kirk birdie putt on 18? Let's go, Chris Kirk. Hey, who's the one guy we're definitely playing this week? Oh, Chris Kirk, here he comes. He's just fucking lingering at -13. You watch out, you motherfathers. Old Captain Kirk, he's ready. He's ready for a challenge. Okay, this is a bad idea to have golf on while here's Lucas Glover for Eagle. You know this donkey dick will roll it in. Oh, he missed it. Don't you hate to see that? Okay, so what we're going to take away from this course tomorrow is it's kind of surprising that nobody is like at -18, -20 yet, right? With these scoring averages, you would think it, but there's just something it's weird. I cannot put my finger on why this course isn't giving up more birds, right? Of course, it's not giving up a lot of birds to Cam Young, but that's on the whole middle ground that he fucking sucks. So I have him figured out. I don't know about the other ones, okay? All right, let's talk. By the way, if you want to know about your lineups for tomorrow and you're over on Cut Sweats, the 6 of 6 rate is only 4 or 5%, okay? And with so many guys stacked right there within 3 or 4 shots of the leaderboard, your 6 of 6s, if you have 6 of 6s heading into tomorrow, you are way more live than you think you are. Because like right now in the 4max 250, I have a lineup that's sitting around 30th place, right? But it's going to be way more live than I think because I don't have the winner. So if one of my guys rallies and wins tomorrow, I'll get all those bonus points plus all the birdies they would get getting up there. I have a bunch of guys in the top 15, but no guys in the top 10, so my guys can easily move up and get all those position points tomorrow. So I want to know, do I really have a chance? Well, tonight, after this round ends, Nelson will load this up, and it will tell you what your true win equity is. Today, in the 254 max, I had a 2% win equity, which isn't bad, right? 1 out of 50 to win $20,000. I'm in for that. But after my guys all had a good round today, Merritt 3-putting 18 to lose a bogey-free round hurt, but Svensson, Sig, Kirk, a lot of my guys had really good rounds. Henley's just back there doing nothing, but he can boat race tomorrow. I can't wait to see the win equity, and let me know how big of a sweat I have. This is the coolest part of Cut Sweats, is knowing if you have a real sweat heading into the day. And so I'm telling you, go check it out. Use my code DeGenerate75, all caps, and it gets you half off the first month. You won't regret it. It's fun as shit. It lets you know if you're giving yourself a chub for no reason or if it's a legitimate chub. All right, let's talk contests for tomorrow. They're not great, Bob. The main is 200,000. Just for the life of me, I wish they'd just make this 250. It'd make it so much better if first place was only 20% of first. But, it's way better than it was today. Let's say that, right? The signature hole, garbage, a third to first. I'm out. I love the 254 max. I'll be in it again tomorrow. Only 17% up top. That's what you want to be looking for. How much goes to first? How much goes to second? How much goes to 10th? That's what really matters. The drive the green, which is the big $5 that a lot of people love to play in. Oh my God, Brennan Todd just rolled in like a 97-footer. That troll. Look at that troll. Look at that face. That is a face only a mother could love. 28% to first. It just kills that one, man. It's just brutal. I'm out on that. I would always encourage you to go check out the $10 18 max, my baby, because it is a pretty good contest, and that payout structure is, well, it's not as great tomorrow as I normally like. I normally like it when they do 10% up top. They're doing 17 tomorrow, but it's still better than most of these shitty tournaments. $5 single entry, $33 single entry, $200 single entry, $100 single entry. Love all of those. $3 20 max is good. If you're playing on a real big budget, I'm trying to see if there's anything good down here. The $1 single entry, the $3 3 max, those are good ones to play in. The quarter jukebox is always good if you want to spam a lot of lineups on a budget. There's some things to consider, right? But, of course, the one contest you should get in before you get in any of them is mine, the Showdown Hoedown Listener League. It's at 500 spots. We got to get this filled. We're going to bump it up to probably 750 for the Open Championship, maybe even 1,000. I don't know. Maybe I'll try 750 next week for the Scottish, and then we'll do 1,000 for the British. We got to get this bad boy filled. Hop in there. $5 3 max. Get in there now. Here's a shout out to our winners from last week. 507. Jay Bonzo, D-Hawk Hungy, and RJ are all finishing in the top 5. If you're not already on the website, which I know 3 of those guys are, reach out to the editor. He'll give you a free week on the website for your finish. By the way, while you're here, do me a favor. Drop a like and a subscribe if you would. Me and the editor, just 2 independent fucks. And when you drop a like, a subscribe, and turn on the little notifications so that you're here for all these live streams, it helps us out so much. We greatly appreciate it. You telling a friend has helped this channel grow. We're finally hitting the stride that we knew we would one day. It'll probably only grow during football. All right, let's get to the weather. We're going to be looking at as we always do, because it is the best. No, I'm not a slapdick that uses Windfinder. I am a real, not a poor here, and I can afford the $18 a year to give you real weather projections, and that's what I'll do, you motherfathers. Let me get a quick swig. All right, so tomorrow, look, I don't want to assume anything. I assumed yesterday that they would go off in 2s, and boy, was I wrong. And here we are 24 hours later. I have no idea why they went off in 2s, 3s, what the hell ever, right? Why did they do it? I don't know. The PGA makes no sense. I cannot see, for the life of me, why they would not go off in 2s tomorrow. I cannot see any reason why. So once again, we're going to do this weather working under the assumption they're going to go off in 2s over probably a 2 or 7 hour window, right? Probably from about 7 a.m. till about 1:30. That's what we're going to be doing, okay? So with that in mind, I think that we do need to factor in weather because it's going to get a little toasty tomorrow afternoon. The winds will be blowing, and it looks like tomorrow morning from about 7 to probably about noon, I think it's going to be lovely out there. I think it's going to be very gettable. I think you need to be open to playing some guys who are way, way back. Some asshole who goes out in the first 5 or 10 groups is going to go shoot a -7 tomorrow and will be a really nice addition to your lineups. I'm not telling you to go play a bunch of those guys. I'm just saying I think that you want to be open to playing those guys that can backdoor maybe a top 25 with a -7, right? Because if you get a -7 with a streak and a bogey-free round and you backdoor a top 25, let's face it, you're certainly going to be in the optimals. So I think the nuts conditions will probably be tomorrow morning. Now, of course, they're going to tear this course up all day, but if you're trying to get a guy out there at the time this course can be the most gettable, I think somebody probably in the first 10 groups is going to find the nuts. They're going to have their A game, and they're going to be in the best conditions, and that's when you want to get it, right? By the time the leaders get out there, I assume, once again, we're assuming you get out there around 1:30. It's going to be a little warm. It's going to be a little windy. The greens are going to be a little chewed up because everybody will have played all of these holes all day. It's not like they're going off both tees. Everybody will have played one. And so I think that you'll see more difficult conditions in the afternoon. By difficult, I mean probably a half a stroke, maybe a full stroke difference. And you want to consider that, right? And there's this. The guys that go off late are usually nervous, right? Look at all the guys that are in the league group today. They're playing like dog shit. Higo, Shank, Cam Young, I don't care what you say. When you're in the final group, it puts some nerves on you. You got a bigger gallery. You got more thoughts running through your head. The guys that go out early that are just out there playing a practice round with nobody watching them, they just roast this course, right? So there's a real thing there. Here's watching Cam Young right now on 16. Got to assume this donkey dick will finally find a good approach. What is he, like -27 on approach today? He'll probably put this to a foot because I'm talking shit about that leprechaun. Oh, yeah, to a foot. Let's go. Let's go, you little leprechaun. And you know he'll make the putt because he hasn't missed a putt in his entire life. Okay, so there you go. That's the weather, right? Let's get over here and let's look at some stats. I think the first thing we want to talk about for round 4, it is so important. Man, Quest is having a round, isn't he? Look at this guy. Look at this guy, old Peter Questies. Is he really going to make this? My God, man. Okay, so the first thing you want to consider with round 4 is, yes, there is position points, right? And when it comes to position points, you have to know that you're a fool if you don't consider them at all, right? The winner of this tournament gets 13 bonus points. But if we have seen, I think over the past 4 weeks, if you did the optimal lineup, only one of those 4 weeks did the actual winner of the contest fall in the optimal. So there is a way to winning a tournament and still not being in the optimal, right? Ricky was not in the winning GBP lineup last week, even though he won the tournament, right? So that's something to consider, right? But with this leaderboard so tightly bunched, I have a hard time seeing a way that somebody doesn't charge and go win this and gets a nuts type round, right? Whether you think that's Denny or Peter Quest or Jonas Blix or whoever you think it is, somebody is going to go have a good round tomorrow and probably go win this. Probably shoot like a -7, -8 round, go win this somewhere around, I would guess right around -20 would be my guess, right? So with that, if you can identify that person, that's kind of the nuts. Because here's what, there's so many good players up in the top, it's going to be very comfortable for people to go toss 4 or 5 of these guys in their lineups, and you can make it work, especially if you're willing to put a Quest or a Blixt in your lineup because they're a much cheaper option, right? But I warn you, don't fall in love with it. For me, I'm only going to consider probably 2 guys in my lineup from up here because they're just, look how many guys are just crammed right here. The guys at -9 are T33 right now, right? And they're literally sitting 4 strokes off of 5th place right now. I mean, that's insanity, right? They easily could backdoor a top 10, if not a top 5, with a ceiling type round tomorrow. So to just completely exclude these guys because they're quote unquote not going to get you position points, I think is short-sighted, right? And especially the higher price guys. These higher price guys down here, Russell Henley, Eric Cole, Steven Yeager, Seamus Power, nobody is going to play them because everybody is going to spend their salary tomorrow on Alex Smalley, Denny McCarthy, Chris Kirk, JT Poston, Cameron Young, Adam Shank. Those guys are all starting in the top 5, and that's who people are going to spend their salary on. So right off the bat, if you want to get different, spend your money on other guys, on the other high-priced guys that are starting much lower, and you're legit going to get them at 1/6 the discount. And I know what you're saying, but he's going to, all Alex Smalley's got to do tomorrow is just play okay, and he gets 2nd place. That is true. But let's see, let's just use a good example here. All Seamus Power has to do is rally to get 20th place and outscore him by one birdie, and he will outscore Alex Smalley tomorrow, okay? That's it. The difference between 20th place and 2nd place is one motherfather birdie. So don't overreact to these position points. And please, for the love of God, remember, it is not how many points, it is not where you start the round, it's where you finish the round to get those points, okay? So that's what I got for you. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to consider how low am I willing to go tomorrow. And honestly, with everybody already being at -3 or thereabout, there's still some guys finishing their round. I wanted to get this out early. I got a lot of shit to do tonight. So how low am I willing to go? Literally, if I'm playing in the big GPPs, I'm willing to play literally anybody, okay? If I'm playing in a $100 single entry, $200 single entry, I always like guys that can backdoor me a top 20. And to get to 20th place right now, we're going to call it around -10. So let's say it probably gets to -12, -13 tomorrow. So I want guys who, if they have their ceiling round, can get there. So probably these -6 guys would be a good cutoff for me. You know, Russell Knox, Russell Henley, guys like that. I think they could still backdoor a top 20 if they have a ceiling type round, right? So I'm not afraid of that. That's what I would do for single entry. But when it comes to the big GPPs, anything with, 2,000, 3,000 or more people in it, I'm open to playing anybody, because we've seen at this course, almost anybody can go nuclear hot. If Jonas Blix can go nuclear hot, anybody can go nuclear hot, okay? So I think you got to think, what kind of contest am I in? And that should dictate to you how low are you going to play. From there, as always, look at the guys coming off the nuclear rounds. So let's look at those guys that came off nuclear rounds yesterday. How'd they do today? Let's see. Seb had another good round, but he's a good player, right? That's not that surprising. Thirbjörn, he played pretty well. My boy Kevin Roy, not so much, right? Who saw that? Jim Herman, Kevin Streelman, just shocking. Shocking that those studs did not do it 2 days in a row. I am literally shocked. So I'm going to use that same logic for tomorrow. Alex Smalley, pretty good player, but I'm a little worried about guys like Jonas Blix, Kevin Yu, Davis Thompson, guys like that, coming off these ceiling type rounds. It's hard to match those 2 days in a row, especially if they're playing in the final groups tomorrow on a Sunday, where there's this thing called strokes gain nerves, right? So that's something else I'm considering. Then from there, I'm simply just playing the ownership game. If you want to know who's going to be the highest owned, well, first of all, just go to my damn website. I do all the ownership there. But the best way to know who's going to be high owned is how high up they're starting and how well they played this last round. That's the easiest way to do it, Bob. So a guy like Alex Smalley, Denny McCarthy, JT Poston, Lucas Glover, Chris Kirk, Mark Hubbard, Adam Schenk, Cam Young, Sepp Straka, they're all going to be incredibly high owned tomorrow. They're all going to be incredibly high owned. And if those guys are high owned, that right there lets you know that nobody is going to play Russell Henley and Seamus Power and Steven Yeager and these other pay up options, because there's this little thing called math where you can't put them both in your lineups. No one is going to play. I mean, Keith Mitchell might be 2% owned. Bing Hon An might be 3% owned tomorrow, right? These guys, literally, you can't play them because you're spending your money on those quote-unquote safer options. And it is that type of thinking that will prevent those people from ever winning a GPP. I'm not telling you to go crazy and play 6 punt options. I'm telling you that you need to have at least 1 or 2 of these punts down here to get you there. And that's how you really differentiate your lineup. Man, Denny with a shitty putt on 17. That was an eagle putt, and he left it 6 feet short. Jesus, Denny, that's 6 feet short. That's twice his height. All right. From there, let's go look at some stats. Who was ball striking today? Man, Alex Smalley, just incredible. 5.5 shots on approach. He was sticking them all day. Here's Cam Young with his tap-in birdie on 16. This guy's just incredible. To the 30% of you that played him, I'm so excited that you're going to get your 26 points at Showdown. You really made a great choice there. Very ballsy of you. Right in the center of the cup for Cam Young, the greatest putter of all time. He might be 144th on the tour this year in putting, but when you play him, he is fucking a god of putting. He becomes the new age Denny McCarthy. All right, Gordon Sargent, man, I played that guy today. Look at that ball striking. Gordon Sargent could be a sneaky one tomorrow. If you're a ball striking truther, you got to be liking some Gordon Sargent, okay? Old Colonel. Lucas Glover, my God, right? And now he's a magical putter, so you got to assume he's going to be in there. Steven Yeager, yeah, but he's not a great putter. Chris Kirk's ball striking was on point today. He is typically a good putter, so he could be bounce back city. Chad Ramey. I was on Chad Ramey today. Russell Knox, man, 2 days in a row. There's no way he can continue to putt that bad, right? Those are some guys that are really popping off the screen at ball striking. Let's just go look at general approach. Anybody really good there? Oh, Shez. His hat might not fit, but man, when Shez's irons on, I'm usually pretty warm to him. And he's in T39. You're going to be able to get him at 5% ownership tomorrow. So I would be warm to Shez, okay? Let's just hope that maybe he finds a hat that fits before tomorrow and it doesn't get in the way when he's hitting balls. That's all we can hope for. Russell Knox, we already talked about. Oh, Tano Goyo, man, I watched him really bungle up a hole. But Tano, he's no one's gonna play him. I'll tell you that. You want one of those low owned guys that go low? Hey, look, 1.8 ain't nothing on approach, bro. Old Willie Meow. Pretty good approach day. Don't hate it, Bob. Anybody kill themselves off the tee, but were otherwise really good? Let's see here. We already talked about Shez. I'm not playing Zach Johnson. We already said Tano Goyo, Alex Smalley, Seamus Power, Mark Hubbard, Brennan Todd. Anytime, I'm telling you, just anytime Brennan Todd's irons are on, I'm in. Anybody kill themselves around the green, but we're otherwise good. Harry Higgs, maybe, I don't know. Harry Higgs is a good putter. I don't know if he can sustain 3.66. Gordon Sargent, we already talked about. Russell Knox, we already talked about. Ryan Garrard was pretty good today. Like, he had a real chance to have a real great round. That guy's sneaky. He's a sneaky play tomorrow, I think. Sepp Straka, that guy makes every fucking putt. Sepp's a good putter. He really is. I just don't know if he's that good of a putter, Bob. That's what I would say. Denny tapping in his bird. You got to love it. What's Denny up to? Minus 15. We're going to come back and talk about this leaderboard now that it's maturing here. Okay, so I think that is it for stats. Let's just go look at this. Let me hit refresh, see this leaderboard. The problem with tomorrow is there's Jonas Blix and Quest seem like, and Davis Thompson. Well, that's the wrong way to look at it, dipshit. Quest, Blixt, and that's it, right? Almost everyone, I don't know Hubbard and Glover's price off the top of my head, but I have to assume they're decently high. So really the only two pay down options up high are going to be Quest, and honestly, he might even be 8,000. I haven't even looked at the salaries yet, right? What is Quest? Let's just go look. Why don't I quit talking out of my ass? Yeah, Quest is 8,400, so he's not even a pay down option. And what about Blixt? Blix is 72. So I think Blix is going to be high owned. And if you just look, everybody else that's way up there is expensive, right? Brendan Todd is going to be a mega chalk at 8,100. Fuck that troll. Who else do we got here? Just literally every guy up here is a pay-up option, right? You can't afford these guys. Well, I want Denny, and I'm going to get tricky and play Brendan Todd. I gotta have Alex Smalley, and then I'm going to play. I want to get Quest because he on a quest to win, and then I'm going to get me some Straka, and you have 5,400 left for your last spot. See what I mean? You just can't play all these guys up there. So you might as well get comfortable with playing some guys down to the bottom. Quest just make another motherfather birdie. That was a replay. Okay, that motherfather. All right, so that tells you a lot about roster construction right there. I think you pick your 2 or 3 guys up high that you think are going to win. Maybe you have a pool of 4 or 5 of them, and you just make a rule that I want to have 2 or 3, whatever your risk tolerance is, of these guys in your lineup, and then you just mix and match those guys. And I don't think you want to fall in love with top 10 guys because there's going to be guys charging, because the best advice I can give you tomorrow is that these guys in T15, T24, T32 are all just one round away from backdooring a top 10. Okay, they are so close. Look how closely bunched up these are. The difference between third place and 32nd place is a mere 5 shots. That's it. You hardly ever see leaderboards this bunched up. It is very interesting, right? Everybody that made the cut is kind of pushing up the leaderboard, and at the same time, there's not 2 or 3 guys who are kind of running away with it, right? So because of that, I'm going to really try to pepper this range right here and get these guys backdooring. Aberg, another guy. I think he was the second highest owned guy today. Whatever, people. All right, let's do some giveaways. But before we do, make sure you check out my site, DGen75.com. We're just growing as fast as humanly possible. We're just a little independent website who does everything a little bit different. We don't give picks. I help you learn how to play the game. I give you the best community out there, and we realize that PGA DFS is about fun. And the occasional screenshot, which that's just from last week. I can't wait to post this. Yes, my screenshots are not on there because I don't put mine on there. Don't come sign up to my website because I'm a good DFS player. Come sign up for my website because you want to be part of a community. You want to be on this screenshot and win like all these motherfathers do, because it's not about me, it's about us. And lastly, I have the best tool in all of PGA DFS called the Rosetta Stone. Here it is. This is actually the one from last night, right? Where you can see everything you need to make informed decisions about who to play, how to play them, and how much you should play. And the best part is, it's all your interpretation. There's not a single answer on there except what you read. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. It is in the description of this video. It will get you a free week on the website if you do that. Just simply let the editor know. All right, here are 4 really good round 4 scores. Eric Cole. Don't switch to solar yet. Richie Rowinski? What the fuck are we doing here? Matthew Neesmith and Dumpy Bow are 4 really good, fairly priced options who tend to score well on round 4. And yes, I do hold historical scoring with some esteem, because I think that guys that have that mentality go get it, right? All right, some underdog pick'ems I like in tomorrow. I think underdog is seeing how easy this course is playing, and I think that they're going to really, really jack up the birdies, and I think they're really going to drop the strokes. And I think tomorrow, if I see a guy who's struggling with approach, much like I would have played the over on strokes today on Cam Young because he's been luck sacking his balls off. He's not very good when he doesn't luck sack. And because of that, I am definitely okay taking some overs on strokes tomorrow and some unders on birdies because I think that Sunday they're going to put the flags in some tough places. We're going to have a little bit of wind, and we saw today guys are having a hard time just racking up a million birdies today, right? Not a lot of bogeys out there, but also fewer birdies today than we've been seeing, even though the scoring average was low. That's just because they're rarely making birdies. That's what I'll be doing. Editor, over here in the chat real quick, give me a winner from Not a Pour, the sponsor, who is me. You're welcome. Let's go. Shuggy style. I know that guy. I haven't seen that guy in a hot minute. All right, there you go, Shuggy. Reach out. We can do a lineup tomorrow, or we can save it. Oh, here's Lucas Glover. He's got 58 feet for birdie on 18. I have to assume this is center cup. Look at that. Right in the center of the cup. Unbelievable putt. I'm kidding. He left it about 6 feet short. Put your hat on straight, you asshole. Okay. Let's see here. Will Kirk shoot a 62 tomorrow and win the tourney? Jesse, I'm not going to lie. I said yesterday I think Adam Shank's going to win this, and after watching 2 holes today, I was already patting myself on the back. He looked dialed in, and then like literally every hole since then, he's just been a complete asshole. So that's probably why I don't do sports betting. But I got to tell you, if you had to make me pick a guy that I think can kind of boat race tomorrow and come back, I would take Kirk. He is playing really, really well, right? I mean, look at that. Like, he just picked up on everything except putting, and Chris Kirk is a very good long-term putter, so I never mind that. Can Quest win this? You know what, LA Quake? I'm kind of done buying that Peter Quest is overrated. The guy gets it done the way I want to see. I want to see approach, and I want to see putting, and he does those 2 things. Well, at least he did today, and he's been doing that, so I think I got to buy. All right, there's Lucas Glover just rolling another 6-footer like it's nothing. A world-class putter, Lucas Glover. If he could just figure out how to put his hat on and, not get the shit beat out of him by other people. Okay, from there. Todd isn't actually going to win, right? I mean, Brennan Todd, he could. When his approach is on, he's really good. The guy's just too good of a putter. And the funny thing is through like 9 holes today, he was kind of putting like an asshole. And then he just remembered, hey, I'm Brennan Todd. I kill small children as they cross my bridge and make long putts. And then he just started doing it. From there, Smalley stay hot tomorrow. I don't normally like guys off nuclear rounds like that, but he did kind of do it the right way, right? Just absolutely killer on approach. Good putting, not off the charts putting, but good putting. So it wouldn't surprise me if Alex Smalley does stay hot tomorrow. He's not one of those guys that I'm instantly going to X out because he's coming off of a good round. No chance I was playing Streelman or Roy or Thorbjorn Anderson today. I wasn't playing any of those guys, but I would be open to playing Smalley tomorrow. From there, I think, should I drink a ranch water at the turn? Absolutely. But if you buy the canned shit, don't talk to me. It's got to be freshly made. Real good stuff. What's up, Mew guy? Yeah, what's up, Mew guys? On Mitchell and Henley to bounce back tomorrow, I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you this right now. I meant to say this when we were going over the stats Monday, Dynamo. Thank you for asking this, by the way. I think it was the Open Championship last year, round 4 showdown. John Rahm was like fucking dead last heading into round 4, right? And he was like 1% owned at round 4 showdown. And the guy who won the main GPP that day played him. I think he won $200,000 or something like that, right? And he said, I got the number 1 player in the world at 1%. Right? I was like, what a smart thing to say, right? He took the guy who's the best player in the world objectively at that time, and no one played him, and he had the best round of the day. So it's not, he basically just didn't overthink it, right? And I think that Russell Henley is legit the best player in this field. I think Cam Young fucking sucks. I just watched him shank one on 17. I think Russell Henley's the best player in this field. If I'm going to get him at 3% ownership tomorrow, right? And he actually, if you watched him today on Shot Tracker, he legit, every shot was like 10 feet for birdie, and he just didn't make any of them. If he just flips that putter on for 1 round, he could shoot a -8 tomorrow and could win you a big GPP. Do you need to get that close, that cute in single entry and 3 maxes? I don't know about that. But I think in the big field GPPs, you need to be warm to having Russell Henley in your player pool. Thank you for that question, Monday Dynamo. Thanks for buying some golf clubs. Any recommendation for a cheap set for a tall person? Also, look, here's the best advice I give you, Dylan. I'm still on my original set. I bought a used set from Golf Galaxy, and I still use them. I went and got an inch added onto all of them, got some dry tech grips put on them, and I still love them. I'm always like, I'm gonna buy some new irons this year. That I deserve that, and then I just stick with them because I fucking love them. Right? What I've learned is it's not about the irons that make your golf shot. It's about right here. That's where it's all at. Let's see. Moving on. Ranch water sighting. That's right. We're floating. The Discord voted for ranch water. I'm a slut to the people. What do you want me to say? Dude, this Meow guy, pretty impressive. I'm pretty impressed with old Meow. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased. He did win me a GPP yesterday. The way he's reading that putt right there is kind of pissing me off. Like, put your fucking neck down. But other than that, I like it. Aberg, bounce back nuts play tomorrow. I hated Aberg and Young today. Love both of them tomorrow. All right? I think they both, I think Aberg is a true stud. I think Cam Young's fucking smoke and mirrors. But Aberg is a real stud. And honestly, like, he could have let this round really get away from him. And he's kind of battled his balls off. I think I just saw him save like an 8-foot par right there. Who are you fading in the top 10? That's easy, Brandon. Almost all of them. Almost all of them, right? I'm going to probably have a pool of like 4 guys up here that I'm going to mix and match, and I'll probably have a rule to have at least 2, or no, at least 1, no more than 2, and then I'm just going to tag the guys lower down. I'm going to get those lower owned options. When I go back and I look at my lineups that win GPPs, they're almost always consisting of, 2, 3, sometimes 4 guys all under 10%, right? Because it's Showdown. When you have those guys that go nuclear and you're not sharing, like I had a lot of Alex Smalley today, but everybody had fucking Alex Smalley, so that doesn't help me, right? I was sharing those points with everybody else. But the day before, I had all kinds of guys. I had Meow, I had Thurbjorn Ulriksen, I had Glover, I had all these guys that were under 10% who went ham, and I'm not sharing those points with everybody, and that allows you to catapult up the leaderboard. And I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. I'm going to try to get those guys. I'm not going to go all guys that are fucking punts because that's what noobs do who don't understand it, but I am going to be okay playing these guys in T16, T24 because I know that I'm going to get a dramatic ownership discount on them, and if they hit those ceiling type rounds, I'm still going to get those position points that I need. Adam Shank, Adam Shank's got an eagle putt. Let's go. Wait not to shank one, you motherfather. All right, why didn't I lock Smalley today? I mean, if you looked at the Rosetta Stone today, here, let me just go over and just sell my fucking product for a second. First of all, Alex Smalley was already colored high leverage, right? Because I ran my sims and he was showing up in the simulations. Wow, a whole lot. He was like 28% in my simulations to be in the nuts lineup today. I marked him as cash, saying that if you're playing cash today, play him. I had him as a or he could guy. He could never do good after yesterday. Or he could. His good approach was 56%, which is good. His approach was 1.29. His short game regression was an A-. His bad round regression was an A, and his historical was an A-. What the fuck else do you need? Like, the stone could not have pointed harder to anybody else in this field than it was pointing at Alex Smalley. And what did he do? He went out there and fucking broke the slate today, right? That's what the stone does, right? I didn't say, hey, go play Alex Smalley. I just told you everything that my tools were telling me, and that's why Alex Smalley was, I don't know if he was the highest owned guy I played today, but he was certainly in the top 3, right? So that's how you do it right there, brother. Can I lose the drawing again? It looks like you already did. Congratulations. Straka rebound for round 4? Rebound? What the fuck are you talking about? He had a great round, Waylon Jennings. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that stupid question. Dominic Walton. Don't recognize the name. Welcome, brother. Which golfer has the ball striking working for him this week, but the putter isn't coming to play? Well, sure. You just go over here. You go to event. This is all on Data Golf. This isn't behind the paywall. You go to event, and you go to ball striking, and a guy right off the bat that jumps off is old Meow. All right? He's up there, right? Meow, what is so funny? All right, best 7K luck sack tomorrow. Ooh, I don't even know. Let's see. Luck sack. Jonas Blix is a luck sack, but he can't keep doing this, man. Let's see. Salary. Flip it. Let's go down here to the 7Ks. Who's a luck sacking motherfather down here? Give me some. You know what? I'm just gonna give you a nasty one. Give me Nick Hardy. That motherfather will get there. Is the guy in the back a poor? Yes, he is definitely a poor. That's why he lives in the back of my office. Who is in the top 5 moonwalks tomorrow? I got to tell you, if I had to pick somebody in the top 5 that's going to probably moonwalk, give me Brennan Todd. Brennan Todd's going to win this, but I'll pick him as a moonwalk. Here's Cam Young just throwing darts. Look at that. He's unbelievable. He's got 12 feet for birdie on a par 5. Slap dick. He'll make it, too. New member this month, liking the jib. Hey, Stacy. Welcome, sister. Glad to have you. Well, Stacy can go either way. That didn't go either way. Brother or sister, glad to have you. If you're not already over on the website, let me know. We'll get you a free week over there. I'm telling you, you'll like it. Ho-ho bunch. Will Cam melt down tomorrow as well? I don't think so. I mean, he's just playing so luck-sacky, and honestly, in this field, he's probably the second or third best golfer. I think he'll be fine. I think he finishes like third place tomorrow. That'd be my guess. But he does fucking suck. If you're watching Cam Young and you're thinking, this guy has it figured out, like, you don't get golf, right? Watch Scotty Scheffler and just see a guy who completely dominates everything and then fucking misses short putts. Cam Young completely sucks at everything and then just gets bailed out with fucking chip-ins and long putts. That's a fact. How many GPPs you taking down today? Today I was actually winning the secondary for a long time, but who was it? One of my guys just kind of melted down. I was winning it for the longest time. I was like, when I was looking at cut sweats, I was about 20% to win it. It was the secondary $6,000 one. I was winning it for a long time. I think Mark Levin won it. What the fuck ever. He put 150 in there. I had 10 in there. All right. I know you don't give picks. How about the non-picks? Can you tell me who to set? No. Non-picks are like picks. Music Maestro. We got a lot of new names in here today. Who are you backing tomorrow, -10 or around to make a run? If I had to, a guy that would make a run, I think Aberg makes a lot of sense to make a run. Higo, good. I always love Higo on a bounce back. Not opposed to that. Cam Chump really stepped in it today. I mean, I played plenty of him too, brother. I was right there. The Stone gave me. I saw that he was good in round one at one thing, good in round two at the other. I thought maybe he could put it together today. He couldn't. Guckman, do you still believe in Shank to potentially win? Well, let me see how he finishes this round. I think he has an eagle look right now. He gets a birdie there. That all of a sudden puts him within, one of the lead. So, yeah, definitely. If I had to pick, and I shouldn't do this because I don't want to mush my guys, but I would say Denny, Shank. I would take Denny, Shank, and Kirk versus the entire field. I'll take those three versus everybody. I feel like one of those three is definitely going to win. Duffner live. I didn't even, I saw Duffner made an eagle today. I was like, that's slapdick. What is he doing? Where is old Duff Daddy? No, he is not live. I never played Duffner, and there's never a day I regret it. Ever, Andy. Projections were lit. I put a lot of time into those projections, brother. Like Alex Smalley, why was he so juiced up in my projections today? It's pretty fucking simple. I go in and I make them, and I was like, this guy makes a lot of sense, and I juice his projections. Mine aren't just like, they are made through a simulation, but then I go in and manually tweak them also. That's kind of what makes my projections me, right? Aber, big bounce back tomorrow. I think he makes a lot of sense, Cody. Johnny Quest, gonna get it done. I don't mind this kid. I'm telling you, I don't mind him. Higo mentioned Wynn's making it tricky on the phone. Yeah, I saw that when they were talking to him. He said it was a little tricky out there, but I don't know. He didn't really describe it well enough for me to get it. Is Shank tanking it? I wouldn't mind it. Henley and Mitchell screwing us up, big guy. What are you gonna do, bub? Henley and Keith Mitchell made all the sense in the world today, and then he remembered that he's Keith Mitchell and he fucking sucks. So there's that. I think Keith Mitchell, I need to add him to my broken list, right? Let's see. Hannah, what's a good way to start your lineup to be very different? Is your variance on the solver different? I think the best way to do it is really just think I only have one guy in the top 10. If you just only start your lineup with one guy that starts here in the top 10 and just play a lot of these guys in the T13, T16, T24 range, Hannah, that will have you dramatically different than everybody else. Gerard, wait, is this Ryan Gerard who just, did me well in a lineup today? What do you think the score will be needed for a top 20? So to get a top 20, I think you're going to need to get to at least -13. At least -13 would be my guess. Aberg will be low owned tomorrow. He'll be, I would have him probably barely at double digits, 10 or 11% decap. Chad says, are ownership percentages you post lean towards single entry? Oh, they're always for the big $20 GPP, right? If you want to know what they are for single entry, it's simple. You take the chalkier guys, the higher owned guys, you multiply it times 20%, so 1.2. If they are punts, you basically can divide them or multiply them by 0.8 and take, 20 to 25% off. We fading Henley tomorrow? I am, because if he tears it up tomorrow, I'll kill it at week long, but I see a big reason to play him in the big field GPPs. I think he makes a lot of sense. Cam Young season, I'm going to play him because I'm going to mush the fuck out of him. And, oh, yeah, Cam Young's already won me a GPP this week. I already had some guy chirping at me on Twitter about, what about Lucas Glover now? I was like, asshole, Lucas Glover's already won me more money this week than he'll ever win you in your life, you dipshit. All right, Michael Hansen, who's the player you're going off on early tomorrow to boat race this course? So, all right, Mike, we're going to assume they're going off in twos, right? They're going off in twos. A guy who could go boat race this course tomorrow. Well, I'll just name some guys that get nuclear hot that are down here, right? Cam Champ can get nuclear hot. I know he fucking sucked today. Tyler Duncan can get nuclear hot. Keith Mitchell can get nuclear hot. Novak can get nuclear hot. Neesmith can get nuclear hot. Endicott, Henley, All of those guys, Kadira, those are guys that I would say I don't know about nuclear hot, but a lot of those guys can get roasty hot more frequently than the others. That's what I would say to that, brother. Where's the DK link? It's always in the description of the videos, and it's on the tweets that we send out. Come on, man. Help me help you. Travis says, what would be the one category from the Rosetta Stone you would put the most weight on Blick's use Quest Straka projections? Their stats didn't look great. What would be chosen? Yeah, so first of all, Blix, I was just a Ori Cook guy, right? You just got to know Jonas Blix is a fucking head case. Sometimes he's really good, sometimes he's really bad. As far as Straka, I mean, what wasn't there to like? I mean, Straka is just a good player. He's coming off of a good round. And then why did I get on you? Well, shit, I'll go tell you. This seems like something that would be better for the thing. But Kevin Yu was in my player pool today. He was in that lineup that was winning the GPP. His good approach was 52%. He was picking up on true approach. He's a good round 3 score, and his short game was due to regress. Andy was 7,200, and he was going to be low owned. What the fuck else do I need, Bob? From there, Aberg on the weekend. Yeah, I don't know about on weekend. Aberg is a single round guy. Here's Cam Young just rolling in another bird. Just another bird right in the center of the cup. Unbelievable. The fucking leprechaun is the man. Look at the dipshits get there. What is he up to now? 29 points at Showdown. Congratulations. Guy sucks. The guy sucks. I'm telling you. I can't wait to fade him again tomorrow. Actually, you know what? I'll play him tomorrow because fuck that guy. Let's see. Quest finish? Possibly. I think DGen noted a guy who went -9. That is true, Wombat. I definitely did. Hello, senor. Can you trust Keith Mitchell tomorrow? No, you cannot trust Keith Mitchell. But if you're playing in a large field GPP, I'm open to him because I'm telling you, Keith Mitchell will be 1 or 2% owned. I'm not kidding. 1 or 2% owned. Nobody is playing a man in a visor. I would advisor you to consider differently. What's your lineup construction process for underdog showdown contests? With there being no wave edge, you got to remember the big thing about underdog that makes it different than DraftKings is they don't have position points. So I just want guys who can go score. And everybody's going to be taking the leaders in this contest. I'd rather not play the leaders over there on underdog. I'd rather take a bunch of these chasers who can go out there and get it. That's much rather what I would rather do. So that's the biggest thing I do on underdog for round 4 is I don't give a shit where they're starting. And I'm just trying to get guys that I see that are ball striking and who can go get nuclear hot. That's what I'm doing, brother. How many strokes over par is Smalley shooting tomorrow? I don't know. He's playing pretty well, man. Guy's playing good golf. And, you know, when your approach is that good, you can get it done. Ron Burgundy asked that question? What a name. What a name. If there were a boring cup of Brendan Todd be the captain in perpetuity, probably. That dude's boring as shit. Never insult the Todd father. Ron Burgundy. I think he made this account just to come onto my stream. What an influence I have in this industry. What are your favorite high leverage guy? Russell Henley. There you go. Let's see. Man, this chat is fucking long. Jesus, guys. Who are the top guys on the leaderboard that have a bad round 4 history? Dude, come over to the website. I put all the grades on here. Look, you want to know somebody who was really bad today? Bo Hostler is a D at round 3 scoring. Brendan Todd. That one did. Brendan Todd figured it the fuck out today. Let's see. What has he got here? He's on the 18th hole. Is this his second? God, he's so ugly. He's objectively ugly. Let's see. Brendan Todd shooting a second here on 18. I assume it's his second, unless he pitched out. Wow, is he going to get another bird? Look at Brendan Todd. Guy's unbelievable. Who is the best strokes gained approach for the week versus their average? Once again, that would be that's over on the Stone. Come check it out. Cruise to victory. If you had 2 of the top 11, would you have a minimum of a for the top 30 as well? Not really, Jordan. I mean, you know, maybe if you want to make like a secondary pool and say I want at least 2 of these and then have a big chunk of guys there from like 11th through 30th, I wouldn't mind something like that. Merritt in play tomorrow? Dude, I'm a little worried, Waylon Jennings, about his putting, especially when he put that thing out. He responded to Model Maniac on Twitter saying he's had the yips at putting, and he literally fucking 3-putted from 25 feet on the 18th hole to make a bogey. So I'm not trusting the putting, and that's always been Troy Merritt's calling card. What a great way to wake up from a nap to the big guy live. Wake up, Nick! Get the hell up. Shuggy, don't forget to reach out. We'll build a lineup, Big Daddy. Smash the like button. Yeah, 79 likes. Jesus, this is going to be a low like video. We like almost broke the record for Showdown likes yesterday. Today we're only getting to 79. Very sad. Very sad. Aberg, Buddy Cook guy. Waylon, if you're going to use my lines, it's Ori could. Ori could. Did Mitchell fold because only D-bags wear visors? That's a strong theory, Mikey. A strong theory. I've played Henley every day. I cannot possibly fade him now, eh? I mean, honestly, if you keep playing him every day, just go look at his stat line today. Guy had fucking 10 feet for birdie every hole and made like 2 of them. I think I'm going to go have me another ranch water. I think smacking tonight. Smacking. Surely Denny the best player in the field. I would rate Denny Pauly as the 3rd or 4th best player in this field. You're just being a little biased towards his most recent results. I'm more of a long-term guy. Do we need to be careful of quitters down the leaderboard? Yeah. I mean, Russell Henley gets off to a slow start tomorrow. Keith Mitchell's a guy that will fucking fold like a lawn chair if he gets off to a slow start, Cody. So, yes, you definitely got to worry about guys fucking quitting. Cam Champ starts bogey. He is shooting an 8 over tomorrow. He will be so fucking mentally checked out, it won't even be funny. Meow, do you know how fast you're going? I get that reference. Meow, what is so funny? Am I bouncing around on nimble bimble? Am I drinking milk from a saucer? All right. I love seeing around 75 to 100 lineups every week in round 4 duplicated by forcing players that are in the top 10, don't you? I mean, it's just so bad. They don't even understand that lineup's never going to win. And then the rare chance it ever fucking wins, they're going to be splitting like $800 with like 75 of their retarded friends. They're so stupid. They don't even know they're stupid. But you know what? We need those people. Okay, just like the 30% of people that played Cam Young today at Showdown. Right? And then they're like, but he made 3 birdies. Really? He made 3 birdies at 30% owned. Congratulations. Congratulations for that one. Why does Cam Young walk like he rode a horse to the course? He walks like he's like sad, like forever sad. Hey, Shank, put it in the fairway. I really would love a Shank streak here to end, right? Not that 18's a very easy hole to streak, but I wouldn't mind. Oh, look at that little fucking shot. Did y'all just see that Shank shot? Just hit a piss missile right into the bunker. What a prick. Man, I admire the shot, though. That was cool as shit. Man, that was cool. He just hit a little laser. That was like a fairway finder that was more like a bunker finder. All right. How many flag headshots are in the Nuts lineups tomorrow? How many flag headshots? Oh, that's a good question. I'll go with 2. Levi, coming in strong with the questions. Would Cam Young drown in your ranch water jug? No, he would drown in his in all of his gold coins. What happened to you thinking Brian Harmon was the Hobbit? What happened? You're thinking of no. Hey, there can be more than one Hobbit. Denny is Pip, and Cam Young is a leprechaun. Well, Aberg, another just like 15-foot. Why does this guy always have really long par putts? By the way, I think he's a really good putter. I'll take $20 right now. He makes this putt. Anybody want to take it? He just dropped his coin back down. He's putting anybody 20. I'll take $20. He makes this. $20. He makes this putt. He shanked it. It did kind of look like that, Ron. I have an outright on Shank. Who should I hedge with? To me, the biggest threat is probably. Let me go look. I don't want to fucking lie to you. To me, the biggest threat to hedge would probably be. By the way, anybody taking me up on that Aberg bet? I took $20. He makes this. He missed it. You losers. You missed $20. To me, the biggest threat is probably Denny McCarthy. I would say Denny McCarthy would be the biggest threat in my opinion. Yep. I think Chris Kirk might be a good guy. I don't really think you need him as a hedge, but I think what is he? I assume he's at least 15 to 1, right? Being 3 shots back like that. I think he's a guy that could boat race tomorrow and catch. All right. Denny all day. Gunnar said it. There you go, guys. Don't forget 2. Go check out my website. Get over there. Just once you see the Rosetta Stone, you see the content I do behind the paywall. So much better than here. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Can't believe we didn't get to 100 likes tonight. What is this, fucking amateur? What the fuck are we doing here? All right, guys. We will be back next week. I will have my course preview. If you don't know, we're almost to a major, and we will be covering the Scottish Open next week. I'm sorry. I'm not doing the Barbasol. I don't give a fuck. All right? We're doing the Scottish. So be here. The emergency stream is still going to be at the same time, so you're going to be in a time crunch come Wednesday night, and I don't give a shit because I'm not changing. All right, guys. That's it. I appreciate all of you being here. I'm out for tonight. I hope you enjoy this outro, you motherfathers.